Hello students, welcome to STEM Club. We all love to have fun, don't we? There is no better place than an amusement park to have fun. Amusement parks. Amusement parks are the thrilling places to spend time all around the year. People go to amusement parks to relax themselves and to experience thrills that they can't get anywhere else. Children, do you know all these parks are created on the basis of physics? Yes, they are. All the rides are built bearing laws of physics in mind. Amusement park rides provide brief glimpses of what astronauts experience a sense of weightlessness. The gravitational pull in an amusement park does not change from place to place, but one can feel a sensation of feeling heavier, lighter, even weightless on some rides. This makes people feel so excited and thrilling. Let's take a look at the most common types of rides to see how the forces, the energy types and the laws of physics are at work. Ferris wheel. Ferris wheel's physics is directly related to centripetal acceleration. This acceleration results in riders feeling heavier or lighter depending on their position on the Ferris wheel. Pendulum ride. Riding on the pendulum ride, riders will feel a kind of strong centripetal acceleration, and with the effect of gravity, a strong sense of weightlessness will make people feel so excited and thrilling. Carousel. Here we can see circular motion. Riding on the carousel, riders will experience centrifugal force. Free fall ride. This is a very exciting game. When we are free falling in a free fall ride, we experience weightlessness just like astronauts floating in a spacecraft. Bumper cars. Bumper cars are a great place to see Sir Isaac Newton's 3 laws of motion in action. Roller coasters. For many people, there is only reason to go to an amusement park is the roller coaster. Roller coasters are the perfect places to see all the 3 types of motion, forces and energies at work. Come, let's have a close look at the roller coaster.
Riding a roller coaster gives you the first-hand experience of physics. The underlying principle of all roller coasters is the law of conservation of energy. Since roller coasters don't have engines, they must be pulled by a motorized chain to the top of the first big hill. As the roller coaster rises higher and higher into the air, its potential energy keeps growing until it reaches its maximum potential energy at the crest of the hill. When a roller coaster crests the first big hill, gravity takes over, causing the roller coaster to fall down. When the roller coaster starts flying down the hill, it gains kinetic energy and loses potential energy. In this way, the course of the track is constantly converting energy from kinetic to potential and vice versa. This fluctuation in acceleration is what makes roller coaster exciting and full of fun. As the roller coaster moves through the loop, the net force acting on your body is constantly changing. At the very bottom of the loop, the acceleration force is pushing you down in the same direction as gravity. Since both forces push you in the same direction, you feel especially heavy at this point. At the top of the loop, when you are completely upside down, gravity is pulling you out of your seat, but the stronger acceleration force is pushing you into your seat. Since the 2 forces pushing you in the opposite directions are nearly equal, your body feels very light. As in the sharp descent, you are almost weightless for the brief moment when you are at the top of the loop. Amusement park rides use physics laws to simulate danger, while the rides themselves are typically very safe. This is a model of a simple marble roller coaster. Come, let's see how much of an initial drop is required to get the marble to loop the loop. Initially, the marble is released from a height of 2r, where r is the radius of the loop. At this height, the marble does not maintain contact with the track. Next, the marble is released from a height of 2.5 r. At this height, the marble does not maintain contact with the track, although it completes the loop. Finally, the marble is released from a height greater than 2.5 r. At this height, the marble maintains contact with the track for the entire time. By this experiment, we can conclude that the marble should be released from the height which is greater than 2.5 r to maintain contact with the track for the entire time. By keeping all this in your mind, construct your own roller coaster. Thank you. Have a nice day.